Welcome to our journey through some of the strangest and most unbelievable rock formations on Earth. From towering basalt columns to gravity-defying balancing acts, these geological marvels stand as testaments to the Earth's powerful forces and the artistic hand of time. Before we embark on our global expedition, let us first understand the forces that sculpt these natural wonders. Rock formations, in their infinite variety, are born from geological processes spanning millions, even billions of years. Volcanic eruptions leave behind solidified lava flows that cool and crack into intricate patterns. Sedimentary rocks form from the slow accumulation of mineral grains, compressed and cemented over eons. The Earth's tectonic plates uplift and buckle, exposing these subterranean layers to the elements. Wind and water carve and etch, shaping the landscape with a patient hand. These forces create the breathtaking diversity of rock formations we see today. Our journey begins on the rugged coast of Northern Ireland, home to the Giant's Causeway, a breathtaking expanse of interlocking basalt columns. Legend has it that this geological marvel was built by the giant Finn McCool, but its true origins lie in a fiery volcanic past. Some 60 million years ago, molten lava erupted and flowed across this land. As the lava cooled and contracted, it fractured into these distinctive hexagonal columns. The Giant's Causeway stretches for miles along the coastline, a mesmerizing tapestry of over 40,000 columns. Visitors from around the world flock to this UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawn by its legend, beauty, and scientific significance. Our next destination takes us to Western Australia, where a colossal wave of granite rises from the Outback Wave Rock. This awe-inspiring formation, stretching over 490 feet long and towering 50 feet high, appears frozen in mid-break. Wave Rock's unique concave shape is a testament to the erosive power of water over millennia. Rainwater, slightly acidic from absorbing atmospheric carbon dioxide, slowly weathered the granite, carving out the overhang we see today. The colorful vertical stripes that adorn Wave Rock's surface are the result of mineral leaching. Wave Rock is more than just a geological marvel. It is a sacred site for the Aboriginal people, who have revered this natural wonder for generations. Chapter 4. Meraki Boulders, the Giant's Marbles. Our journey now takes us to the southeastern coast of New Zealand's South Island, where we encounter the enigmatic Meraki boulders, scattered like giant marbles along Kekohe Beach. These spherical stones, some exceeding 6 feet in diameter, appear to be the work of a giant sculptor, but their origins lie in ancient seabeds. Formed over millions of years, these concretions began as small mineral particles accumulating around a central core. Gradually, layer upon layer of calcite cemented these particles together, a process akin to the formation of a pearl. The boulders eventually broke free from the cliffs that once held them captive, tumbling onto the beach, where they continue to be shaped by the relentless waves of the Pacific Ocean. The Meraki boulders hold deep cultural significance for the Maori people, who associate them with the petrified remains of eel baskets, gourds, and kumaras. Chapter 5. Fairy Chimneys, Cappadocia's Surreal Landscape. Prepare to be enchanted as we journey to Cappadocia, a region in central Turkey renowned for its surreal landscape of fairy chimneys. These whimsical formations, resembling giant mushrooms or towering termite mounds, are a testament to the combined forces of volcanic activity and erosion. Millions of years ago, volcanic eruptions blanketed this region in layers of ash and lava known as tuff. Over time, wind and rain sculpted this soft rock, carving out valleys and revealing harder, more resistant rock formations. Many of these fairy chimneys were hollowed out by early inhabitants of Cappadocia, who recognized the insulating properties of the tuff. Today, visitors can explore these ancient dwellings, marvel at the intricate frescoes that adorn the walls of cave churches, and even spend the night in a cave hotel. Chapter 6. Stone Forest, where rocks mimic trees. Our next destination takes us to the Yunnan province of China, home to the Shilin Stone Forest, a surreal landscape where towering limestone formations pierce the sky like petrified trees. These karst formations, composed primarily of limestone, were once submerged beneath a vast, shallow sea. Over millions of years, as the sea receded, these limestone deposits were exposed to the elements. Rainwater, slightly acidic from dissolving carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, slowly dissolved the limestone, carving out a network of fissures, canyons, and towering pinnacles. The result is a forest of stone, a labyrinth of narrow pathways winding between towering rock formations. One popular legend tells the story of Ashima, a beautiful Sani girl who was forbidden to marry her true love and turned to stone in despair. As you wander through this otherworldly landscape, sunlight filtering through the gaps between the stone pillars, you can't help but feel a sense of awe at the sheer scale and beauty of nature's artistry. Our journey now takes us to the heart of Wyoming in the United States, where a solitary monolith rises dramatically from the surrounding plains, Devil's Tower. This imposing butte, towering over 867 feet from its base to its summit, has long been an object of wonder and reverence for the indigenous peoples of the region. Devil's Tower is a volcanic plug, the solidified remains of molten magma that once surged upwards from the Earth's mantle. Over millions of years, the softer surrounding rock eroded away, leaving behind this imposing monolith. The tower's surface is etched with deep vertical grooves formed as the cooling magma contracted and fractured. For centuries, Native American tribes have held this site sacred, weaving legends and stories around its existence. Today, Devil's Tower is a popular destination for rock climbers, hikers, and nature enthusiasts. Chapter 8. Brimham Rocks. Balancing act of nature. We journey now to the rugged Yorkshire moors in northern England, where a collection of precariously balanced rocks known as the Brimham Rocks has been puzzling and delighting visitors for centuries. These gravity-defying formations, scattered across 454 acres of moorland, are a testament to the power of erosion to create works of art that both inspire and bewilder. The Brimham Rocks are composed of millstone grit, a coarse-grained sandstone laid down over 320 million years ago. Over millennia, the relentless forces of wind and rain, aided by the occasional freeze-thaw cycle, sculpted these rocks into their peculiar forms. Some rocks balance precariously on narrow bases, seemingly defying the laws of physics. Others resemble giant mushrooms, their bulbous tops supported by slender stems. The whimsical shapes of the Brimham Rocks have inspired countless legends and folktales. Chapter 9. Tsingy de Bamaraha, Stone Forest of Knives. Our penultimate destination takes us to the island of Madagascar, where a vast and formidable labyrinth of limestone known as the Tsingy de Bamaraha awaits. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, covering an area of over 250 square miles, is a testament to the power of erosion to create landscapes that are both breathtakingly beautiful and incredibly forbidding. The word Tsingy translates to walking on tiptoe in the Malagasy language, a fitting description for this razor-sharp landscape. The Tsingy de Bamaraha is a karst formation, created over millions of years as rainwater, slightly acidic from absorbing atmospheric carbon dioxide, dissolved the limestone bedrock. The result is a surreal landscape of towering limestone needles, some reaching heights of over 260 feet, separated by narrow canyons and fissures. This isolation has allowed a unique ecosystem to flourish within the Tsingy, home to a dazzling array of endemic plant and animal species found nowhere else on Earth. Exploring the Tsingy de Bamaraha is not for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to venture into this lost world. The rewards are immeasurable. Chapter 10. Uluru, Australia's Sacred Heart. Our journey culminates in the heart of Australia's outback, where a sandstone monolith of immense cultural and spiritual significance dominates the landscape. Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock. This iconic landmark, rising 1,142 feet above the desert plain and measuring 5.8 miles in circumference, is a sacred site for the Anangu people, who have been its custodians for tens of thousands of years. Uluru is an Inselberg, a German term meaning island mountain, a testament to its isolation and prominence in the otherwise flat desert landscape. Composed of Arcosi sandstone, Uluru's distinctive reddish hue comes from the oxidation of iron-bearing minerals within the rock. The rock's surface is etched with caves, crevices, and waterholes, each holding deep cultural significance for the Anangu people. Uluru is a place of deep spiritual power, a place where the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds seems thin. Outrow, until next time, thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through some of the world's most fascinating rock formations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And next time you encounter a rock, take a moment to appreciate its story, for it may hold secrets whispered over millennia.